Sometimes it feels like architects live in a parallel universe, a place where buildings don't have to be straight, practical, or even logical. In that world, houses can resemble musical instruments, picnic baskets, or structures that look like they're about to slide off the roof at any second. What's truly surprising is that none of this is conceptual art or a designer's fantasy. These are real buildings that actually exist. You can touch them, walk inside, live in them, work there, and in some cases even spend the night. Today, you're about to see the most unusual houses and buildings in the world, projects that someone once dared to build in real life and never regretted. And we'll start with a structure that looks like a musical duet, even though it has almost nothing to do with music. The Piano House, the Piano and Violin Building, Huainan, China. At first glance, it looks like a giant violin leaning against a black concert piano. It feels less like a building and more like a massive art installation or a movie set. But despite appearances, this is neither a music museum nor a concert hall. The Piano House is an exhibition center built in the Chinese city of Huainan as part of a large urban development project for a new district. What makes this building especially interesting is who designed it. The concept was created by architecture students from Hefei University of Technology, working together with designers from Huainan Funkai Decoration Project. Originally, it was just a student project, but unexpectedly, the city authorities approved it, and the building was constructed almost exactly as planned. The interior is completely shaped by the building's form. Inside the violin are escalators and staircases, while in the piano contains exhibition halls, presentation areas, and scale models of the future neighborhood. The unusual shape wasn't chosen by accident. The building's purpose was to attract attention to the new district and become its visual landmark. And it worked perfectly. The Piano House quickly gained international attention, appeared in countless architecture collections, and remains one of the most recognizable unconventional buildings in China. The Bubble Palace, Tulle-sur-Mer, France. If you hate sharp corners, this house was designed for you. The Bubble Palace is considered one of the most unusual private homes in the world. It was built on the French Riviera by architect Antti Lovac, who deliberately avoided straight lines and right angles, believing them to be unnatural for humans. The house consists of 9 spherical bubbles, each serving as a separate room. All of them are connected, forming a complex cave-like structure with a total area of around 12,900 square feet. Later, the building was purchased by famous fashion designer Pierre Cardin, who used it for social events, fashion shows, and film shoots. Today, the Bubble Palace occasionally appears on the market with a price tag reaching hundreds of millions of dollars. It's not just a house, it's a bold architectural statement. The Three-Box House, Boston, USA. From the outside, it looks like 3 wooden boxes stacked on top of each other at odd angles. Inside, it's a carefully designed private home created by Uni Architecture. The main idea behind the project was maximum privacy in a dense urban environment. Windows are placed in upper corners to prevent direct views from neighboring buildings. The facade is made of special oak plywood treated with Norine-grade coatings. The material is resistant to moisture, temperature changes, and aging. Rough, minimalist, yet surprisingly functional. The Narrowest House, Madre de Deus, Brazil. Width, just 1 meter. Height, about 33 feet. This house started as a simple shed next to architect Helenita Mino's home. First, it was extended upward, then a second floor was added, and eventually a family of 7 moved in permanently. Today, the house contains everything needed for daily life: bedrooms, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It's become a local landmark, and the owners are even considering opening a small cafe on the ground floor. The Karet House, Warsaw, Poland. Another strong contender for the title of the world's narrowest house. Built between 2 apartment buildings, the house was designed by architect Jakub Szczesny for writer Edgar Karet. Its width varies between 27 and 47 inches. Officially, the authorities only approved it as an art installation, but inside it functions as a fully livable space. There's a kitchen, a shower, a toilet, a sleeping area, and a workspace. Minimalism pushed to its absolute limit, yet still functional. The Dancing House, Prague, Europe. One of the most recognizable buildings in Europe. The two towers appear to twist and dance, which is how the building got its name. Its nickname is Ginger and Fred for the famous dancing duo. The building is a striking example of deconstructivist architecture. Today, part of it functions as a hotel with 21 rooms, and a panoramic restaurant sits on the roof overlooking Prague. House with a suspended pool, Madrid, Spain. This house looks like it defies the laws of physics. Its main feature is a 20-ton pool that appears to float in midair. The project was designed by Ensemble Studio in just 1 year and constructed in just 7 days. The house is assembled from massive concrete blocks that perfectly counterbalance each other. The pool is fully functional, and the glass walls of the living area intensify the sense of risk. House on a House, Falling Star, San Diego, USA. A small house seemingly stuck on the edge of a larger building's roof. This is a project by artist and architect Do-Ho Sup. Despite its appearance, the house is fully livable and tilted by only 10 degrees. It's engineered to withstand strong winds and meets all safety regulations. The architect himself lived there for several years before moving to London. The Crooked House, Sopot, Poland. If it looks like the building is melting, that's because it's meant to. The Crooked House in the Polish city of Sopot looks like something straight out of a cartoon or a fairy tale illustration. It was built in 2004 based on a design by architects Szotyński and Zalewski. Their main inspiration came from Polish illustrations and children's books where reality is intentionally distorted. Every line of the facade is curved. The windows are wavy, the walls bend, and the roof seems to slowly slide downward. The entire structure gives the impression that it's alive and constantly moving. Despite its chaotic appearance, this is not a decorative facade. Inside, there are shops, cafes, office spaces, and even a radio station. Structurally, the building is perfectly stable. All the distortions are purely visual. Today, the Crooked House is one of Sopot's main tourist attractions and one of the most photographed buildings in Europe. The Longburger Basket Building, Newark, Ohio, USA. Sometimes the best marketing strategy is the building itself. Longburger, one of the largest basket manufacturers in the United States, decided to make their office building impossible to ignore. Their office building in Newark is shaped like a gigantic woven basket, an exact replica of their signature product, scaled up hundreds of times. The level of detail is astonishing. Even the basket handles are real. Each one weighs about 75 tons and includes a heating system to prevent ice buildup during winter. Inside, though, it's a completely normal office building, with desks, elevators, and conference rooms. Employees work under standard conditions, despite the absurd exterior. Over time, the basket building became an architectural icon in the US and one of the most famous examples of literal architecture. Cube houses, Rotterdam, Netherlands. Living in a house where every wall is tilted doesn't sound very comfortable. Yet in Rotterdam, there isn't just one such house, there's an entire neighborhood. The cube houses were built in 1984 based on a design by architect Pete Blum. Each house is a cube tilted at a 54.7-degree angle and placed on a concrete pillar. According to the architect, the cubes represent treetops, while the pillars act as trunks, forming an abstract urban forest. Inside, these homes require a very unconventional approach. There are almost no straight walls, standard furniture rarely fits, and the usable living space is smaller than it appears. Even so, some of these houses are still residential today. One cube has been converted into a museum, allowing visitors to see what life inside a tilted space is really like. The House in the Clouds, Thornpence, England. Originally, this was a standard water tower built in 1923. To prevent it from ruining the village's appearance, the tank was disguised as a traditional house. Over time, the tower lost its original function and was converted into a 5-story guest house with a 68-step staircase and views that create the illusion of the house floating above the trees. In 1995, the building was officially listed as a protected architectural landmark in the United Kingdom. These buildings prove one thing: architecture is more than just walls and a roof. It's about ideas, boldness, and sometimes a touch of madness. Let us know in the comments which building surprised you the most.
Write likes, put comments. Bye everyone.